We were told to build strong companies, efficient, scalable, optimized to the core. But what if strong is fragile? They were not weak, they were too rigid to evolve. Now here is a wild truth. The companies that will dominate the future are not the strongest of the most optimized. They are the ones that grow stronger from stress. They are anti-fragile. They don't just survive disruption, they are forged by it. And in this age of unpredictability, that is not a bonus. It is your business operating system. In this video, I will show you why the resilience is bare minimum, why the future belongs to those who are built to adapt, disrupt themselves, and thrive in chaos. Welcome to the age of anti-fragile organization. Let's begin with this statistic. 52% of Fortune 500 from the year 2000 no longer exist. We have entered into business extinction era. Not because these companies were inefficient or poorly managed, but because these were designed for stability in a world that became unstable. Take Evernote, once considered as the future of productivity, but it didn't evolve fast enough with mobile workflows. Or QB, backed by $1.75 billion in funding and yet dead within 8 months. Their foundations were solid, but solid is not safe anymore. In the world of relentless change, the only safe structure is the one that can bend. Resilience is the ability to recover. Antifragility is the ability to improve because of stress. Think of an immune system. Every exposure to a virus doesn't just fight it off. It becomes better prepared. Businesses can and must behave the same way. New example, Shopify. During COVID, when small retailers were collapsing, Shopify launched curbside pickup just under 7 days. Their merchant signups grew by 71% in Q2 of 2020 because they turned stress into an innovation fuel. The anti-fragile businesses do not have playbooks. They have principles that adapt. Let's break down a set of fresh anti-fragile behaviors. Number 1, modular architecture. Not just decentralized teams, but swappable systems. For example, Spotify's squad model allows one malfunctioning unit to be replaced without breaking the whole machine. Number 2, deliberate redundancy. For example, Toyota, long praised for lean, also stock key parts in multiple locations, a move that saved them from earthquake disruptions. Number 3, micro pivots at speed. For example, Zoom shifted from enterprise focus to education and personal events. In just 14 days of global lockdown, usage jumped from 10 million to 300 million daily meeting participants. Number 4, survival simulations. For example, Bridgewater Associates runs internal drills to simulate crisis scenarios, cultural and economic. These what if games produce real reflexes, not just plans. Number 5. Emergent leadership. New study. In adaptive organizations, employees with shadow influence, not titles, often lead crisis response. Companies like Gore-Tex embrace this structure by design. Resilience is admirable, but it has ceiling. It gets you back to the baseline. But antifragility moves the baseline forward. Think about Blockbuster. They resisted change until it was too late. Now compare with Nintendo, a 130 years old company. They started by selling play cards and reinvented themselves 6 times. Adaptation doesn't mean chaos. It means building control evolution in your operating rhythm. According to BCG, companies that have high adaptive capacity grow revenue 3 times faster and maintain 2 times higher margins during downturns. That is not resilience, that is transformation. In a recent MIT Salon study, companies with a failure-tolerant culture had 28% higher innovation success rates. Let's go deeper. Duolingo, a language learning app, ran A/B testing on 50% of its user base. Most failed, but their testing culture made the platform more addictive and effective. As other education startups plateaued, the lesson, the psychological safety is not just kindness, it is a growth accelerator. Let's talk about tech monocultures. Companies like Google and Meta have built massive centralized product pipelines. But that centralization often hides internal fragility, dependence on a single ad model, uniform culture that resists dissent. Contrast that with GitLab, a fully remote, async first, transparent docs, decentralized leadership. They adapted during COVID without changing a single policy. Fragility is not visible until it snaps. Here is a refined playbook to build your anti-fragile business. Number 1. Cognitive diversity. Invite dissent. Reward devil's advocate. Encourage conflict, not consensus. Number 2. Stress rehearsals. Run pre-mortems. Simulate product failures. Audit supply chains for a single point of collapse. Number 3. Intra-company marketplaces. Let teams bid for internal resources. Companies like Unilever and GE have created sandbox funding systems that allocate based on ideas, not hierarchy. Number 4. Regenerative strategy. Do not just recover, redesign. Every disruption is a prompt for systematic reinvention. Number 5. Leadership humility. Anti-fragile leaders don't have answers. They ask better questions. They create space for emergence, not just direction. So, here is the question. Are you building for comfort or for chaos? Because the future is not efficient. It is volatile. The next era of business will not be won by the best prepared, but by the best adaptive. Antifragility is not a luxury anymore. It is the minimum viable mindset. Bend, flex, reinvent, regenerate. This is not just survival. This is a strategic evolution. Strong is not safe anymore. Anti-fragile is the new invincible. I am Badar Arshi, your friend and business coach. Subscribe and comment and share this with someone who is building for the future. Let's adapt together.